I've compiled over 100 tips and tricks for Rust and put them all in this one video. The tips cover everything from the beginner level to high-level advanced stuff. So there is guaranteed to be something here to improve your game. Don't forget to hit that like button below and subscribe to the channel. And now, tip number 1. If you found a horse and want to use it for as long as possible, don't always hold shift. Instead, just spam the shift button. That way, your horse won't lose any stamina and will sprint at a full speed. You can use the same mechanic if you want to move without any sounds. All you have to do is just spam the control key, and no one will be able to hear your footsteps. You can save all your loot during a raid for just 100 metal by using this secret item. It's called a hanging sign, and you can buy it in the Steam marketplace for just 20 cents. This sign will allow you to block the doorway in your base, and it has even more HP than a metal door. So it's one of the most pay-to-win items that you can buy. You can easily get rid of door campers on the outside of your base. Just attach the grenade to the double door by pressing the right mouse button and open the door. The grenade will explode on the outside, destroying all your enemies. If you're ever low on HP, you can drink water to heal up to 40 HP. And if you've just respawned and already taken damage, you can drink water from the river, which look like this on the map. If you've built a base in a highly populated area on the map, you can make a simple trap. Just build a wooden triangle next to your base, hide 2 gun traps below, and build a roof above. Now, when someone tries to jump to the second floor of your base, they will take quite a lot of damage. And if you want to make a trap inside your base, don't place your gun traps like this. Any player with a bit of experience will first build a triangle to check what's inside, and if they see these gun traps, they won't jump down. Instead, attach the gun traps to the walls on the sides. That way, it's impossible to spot them from above. You can easily dominate the giant excavator with just a bow, basic clothes and some bandages. All you need to do is come to this spot at the back of the monument between 2 collectors, bait an NPC and jump on this track. From here, you can take out all NPCs through this gap without taking any damage. If you don't know which DLC to buy, you should definitely check the Industrial DLC. It combines almost all pay-to-win items from all other DLCs, including 2 types of barrels, default shelves, wall shelves, skins for the garage door, turret and other items, as well as a custom torch that looks really nice. In my opinion, right now it's the best value DLC. By the way, you can use this industrial garage door to break the camper module. As you can see, the default garage door doesn't deal any damage to the camper. But if you change the skin to industrial door, you can easily break it. You can use all sorts of stuff to jump higher, for example, other players, bikes, horses, cars or barricades. And if you practice a little, you'll even be able to jump higher on your own. To do this, first you need to select the correct distance, and then press the spacebar and shift at the same time. It will take some time to understand the mechanics behind this high jump, but as soon as you understand it, you will be unstoppable. If you found a decayed base, there's a very good chance you'll find a broken workbench in one of the boxes. Never throw it away. Take it with you and bring it to the outpost, or look for the repair bench. As you can see, you can fix it without any scrap. So it's basically just a free workbench for you. You can use a mixing table to craft pistol bullets or 5.56 ammo, even if you don't have a workbench. As long as you already have a 5.56 blueprint, you'll be able to craft ammo inside the mixing table. If you have a hazmat suit, you can safely break a beehive, because bees won't be able to damage you. You can get a rocket launcher with some rockets almost for free. All you need to do is head out to the deep sea and take a mission from this NPC in the floating city. The mission itself is really simple. Just take out some patrolling scientists on boats, and you will get a rocket launcher with some high-velocity rockets. This item can be extremely helpful if someone decides to raid you, because you can easily defend your base with just a few rockets. If you need some high wall, but you don't want to farm nodes, the easiest way to get it is to buy a scope at Bandit camp for just 180 scrap and then recycle it. As you can see, you will get almost 50 high wall for the scope, which is a great deal. If you need some scrap, you should collect as many anti-rot pills as you can and then sell them at the Bandit camp. You probably won't use them anyway, so why not trade them for scrap? If you need some clothes, you can buy tactical gloves at the outpost and then recycle them. This will give you at least 90 cloth. If you've come across a really strange player and you think they might be cheating, be sure to check out today's sponsor, Who. We've all had that one player on the server who seems way too suspicious. You try to check their Steam profile, but of course it's private. That's where Who comes in. With their detective search, Who can pull up useful player info from multiple different sources, even when a Steam account is private. You can search things like hours, stats, server bounds, and name history, giving you a much clearer picture of who you're dealing with. And the best part? You can also access it from in-game by linking your account, letting you search players without ever having to leave Rust. Go check out Who and use my code STELIC to get 10 free advanced searches. And now, back to the video. You can hide turrets outside of your base by using pipes. Just attach some random components to the wall and cover this turret with pipes. As you can see, now it's impossible to spot this turret. If you need to go AFK, the worst thing you can do is just stand in the corner. Instead, place a water wheel and a medium battery in your base, connect them together, go inside the wheel, and activate the Autorun keybind from the description. Now you can go AFK, while your character generates electricity. If you hold down the middle mouse button and drag a stack of items, you will split it in half. If you press Shift and middle mouse button and drag a stack of items, you will split the stack into thirds. If you press middle mouse button on an item in the Quick Craft menu, you'll actually craft 5 of them. If you press the right mouse button on an item in the crafting queue, you can change its place in the queue. If you want to quickly equip someone's clothes, just press Alt and have a look. As you can see, you'll instantly put on their clothes. If you ever need to reskin loads of items, instead of doing it one by one, just press Shift and have a look. This will reskin all your items to the last skin you used. If you need to quickly reload all your weapons, just throw some ammo in the turret and have a look over all the weapons in your inventory. As you can see, they will reload immediately. If you hold down Shift for 3 seconds, your character will sprint automatically, so you don't need to hold 2 buttons at the same time. Never throw away food cans, especially at the beginning of a wipe. You can melt them in a campfire to get some metal without needing a furnace. If you're looking for cheap equipment, be sure to check out Waterwell NPC. Here you can find some cheap mats, teas, tools, and even weapons. To find this NPC, open the map and look for yellow roads. If you see a yellow circle next to this road, this is the Waterwell NPC. If you're in a desert and you can't find any food or clothes, you can chop down cactuses to get some food and clothes. It won't be much, but it's better than nothing. For some reason, heaters can not only warm you up if you're too cold in the winter biome, but also cool you down if you're too hot in the desert. I have no idea how this works, but it's definitely cool. You can hide from a tiger or a panther in the water. For some reason, they don't like getting wet. If there is no water close to you, instead of turning your back and running away, you need to look at these animals. That way, they will slow down and won't attack too fast. And if you come across a crocodile, you can easily dodge it. Just step to the left or right when he attacks, and the crocodile will miss, so you won't take any damage. If you have a computer station and you're playing on a high-pop server, try to enter some random numbers like 4 zeros or 4 nines. If you're lucky enough, you'll be able to connect to someone else's camera and see what's inside their base. Now, let me show you some monument tips and red spots. Camping the recycler on the lighthouse can be really difficult because there isn't much space to hide. However, if you come to this spot and jump down onto the ledge below, you will have a perfect view over the stairs and a jump up to the recycler. Plus, nobody will expect you here, so this is the best red spot on the lighthouse. In the underground tunnels, the best spot to hide is right above the entrance. Just turn left and run to this box, jump on it, then jump onto the pipes and run to the entrance door. It's almost impossible to see you from below, so make sure to use this spot. At the gas station, the best spot to hide is under the roof. Just run to this corner and jump down onto the fence below. As you can see, it's really impossible to spot you from any angle and at any distance. Plus, you can jump on this electric box on the right and check what's going on next to the recycler, thanks to this window. On the giant excavator, you can hide in the craziest spot, right inside the main room. All you need to do is jump on this railing, then onto this lamp, and then onto the pipe. Now, you can hide in the corner and have a great view over this room. as well as a full control over the recycler. On the water treatment, you can use a little exploit to get inside these bushes and have a direct view over the recycler. Just come to this wall, lean against it and go around it to the other side. As you can see, you'll end up on an invisible texture and be able to walk on air. Now just hide inside these bushes and enjoy your view over the recycler. On the mining outpost, you can hide behind this forklift if you jump on it from the left side. From this spot, you'll be able to control the recycler and quickly hide if someone notices you. On the harbor, you can easily control the recycler from the most unexpected position. Run around the right side of this building, jump onto the terrace and ask your teammate to give you a boost onto the roof. From here, you will have a perfect view of the recycler and the entire monument. You can use barricades almost on all monuments, and sometimes even next to the recycler. This will allow you to enclose yourself and safely recycle components. As you know, there are only two ways to get on the cargo ship, using these stairs to get to the top floor and these stairs to get to the bottom floor. So, if you want to protect yourself on the cargo ship, you can block one of the stairs using a ladder, so nobody can get to the lower floor. If you need to jump down from the lighthouse quickly, the easiest and safest way to do it is to come to this spot, jump down and lean against the wall. That way, you won't take any damage. You can use the same mechanic on the dome. Just find these two pipes below and jump down between them. As you can see, you won't take any fall damage. On the launch side, you need to come to this wall, lean against it and jump down. And repeat the same with the other two walls. As you can see, you can jump all the way from the top in a matter of seconds with almost no damage. On the airfield, you can quickly jump down from the tower next to the main building. Just find this pillar below, align yourself with it and hold down the W button. Don't press Shift or spacebar, and you will get to the ground without taking any damage. If you go inside the supermarket, you'll see these glass panels on the ceiling. If you go to settings and change the object quality to 0, you'll be able to see through these panels and check what's going on above you. If you hear that someone is recycling components on the mining outpost, you can come to this window, jump and steal all the resources. Another broken mechanic on the monuments is the footstep sounds. If you just run across the roof, you'll be very easy to hear. But if you run along the edge of the roof, the sound of your footsteps will disappear completely. Also, you can turn on the lights at almost every monument in the game. You need to find this switch, enable it, and you will have a light. This trick will help you the most on the mining outpost, because at night it's almost impossible to see anything here. For some reason, the snowmobile is actually just as fast on sand as it is on snow, so you can use it in the desert as well. If you found or stolen a copter from a clan, you can get some scrap for it. All you need to do is fly to the junkyard, throw it into this giant recycler, and you will get quite a lot of scrap. In the next section of this video, I'm gonna show you the most useful and essential building tips. If you want to hide wires inside your base, instead of doing it like this, you can hold Shift and scroll the mouse wheel down. This will allow you to hide wires under the texture, making them completely invisible. If you have lots of turrets in different corners of your base, instead of connecting them one by one and spending a lot of time, you can craft 6 wires and connect them all at the same time. As you can see, even if you change the wire, the connection won't disappear. And you can use the same trick with the pipes if you're automating your base, or with hoses if you're building a farm. If you don't want anyone to see what's inside your base, you can use the simple trick with the pipes. Just attach some random components next to the doorway and cover this passage with the pipes like I'm showing. In the end, you will get this broken doorway that you can't see through. If you need to upgrade the walls or the foundation behind the TC, but you can't reach them, you can use this simple command. Just open the console and type client.lookAtRadius 0.1. Now you can easily upgrade these building blocks without having to go outside. When building a base, you should always make an airlock look in the right side. That way, even if you have only one door, your enemies won't be able to get inside this airlock. But if you make it on the left side, they can easily get in and even steal some loot if you have a box close to the doorway. If you're still placing boxes manually, that's a huge mistake. Instead, you can just hold Shift, and they will clip to the wall behind them. And if you don't have much space to place the second box, you can rotate the walls. This will allow you to fit the second box inside this room. But don't forget to rotate walls back again, so they can't be soft-sided. You can confuse your opponents and cover some walls inside your base with wallpapers. That way, your enemies won't know whether it's a twig, wooden or a stone wall. And if you place 2 gun traps behind this twig wall, you will get a cheap, yet very effective trap that's impossible to bypass. If you found a bear rug, never throw it on the floor, because it will give you only 25% comfort. Instead, attach it to the ceiling, stand right under its head and watch the magic happen. As you can see, now you're getting 100% comfort, so you can heal without any mats. You can make a secret loot room with a hidden sleeping bag inside your base. First, place a shelf in the corner. Throw a sleeping bag as close to the shelf as possible and cover it with 2 rugs like I'm showing. You can also add 2 boxes on the shelf to make it look like a default loot room. And that's it. Using the same mechanic, you can make a very simple trap. If you place a pressure plate on a default foundation and cover it with wallpaper, nothing will happen. But if you do the same with the container skin, this pressure plate will disappear, so you can make an invisible trap. If you attach a few bear rugs to your base on the outside, it will be impossible to throw a C4 or satchel onto the walls, because they won't stick to it. This is one of the cheapest and easiest anti-raid systems. If you've built something in the wrong place, or if you just don't like it, you always have 10 minutes to remove that building block. The same applies to all deployables, including walls, oil refineries, and large furnaces. In the next section, I'll show you the most essential tips for PvP, as well as some useful settings and keybinds. If you're in a fight, you should never peek from behind the wall like this, because you're way too exposed and it's very easy to hit you. Instead, stand sideways against the wall, turn your head, hold Shift and peek using W and S buttons. That way, it will be way more difficult to hit you. Bow and arrow has a much bigger hitbox, so even if you're not aiming at your enemy, you will still hit the shot. Also, if you practice a bit, you'll be able to shoot in the air. To do this, you need to hold the right mouse button and not release it, then jump after 2 seconds and shoot at the same time. And using the same trick, you can shoot while running without slowing down. If you master these 2 mechanics, you will be unstoppable in the bow fights. If you put a medkit in a quick slots, you will have a 100% chance of recovery, which can be insanely helpful during PvP. You can easily fire all your shots from Yoka. All you need to do is press the R button the moment the rock touches the weapon, and you will fire instantly. This can turn Yoka into a top-tier weapon on the close distance. If you found a weapon like LR or MP5, you can press the M button to switch to burst mode. This will make you way more accurate, since you'll be firing 3 rounds at a time. You can use binoculars to easily spot players in the bushes. As you can see, if someone is hiding in the bush, they will have this white dot above them, which is really easy to spot. For some reason, if you jump into the water physics doesn't apply to grenades, so you can throw them from under the water and surprise anyone on the surface. If you can't find the right sensitivity for you in Rust, you can use this website to transfer your sensitivity from another game. For example, I'll choose CS2. In CS, I have 1600 DPI and 0.7 sensitivity, which means in Rust, I should select 0.9 cents. If you are a beginner, this website is really helpful. Now, let me show you a few of the most useful keybinds. The first one will be an Autorun keybind. I leave all the commands in the description below, so you can just copy them. Now, when you press just one button, your character will sprint automatically, until you press the W button to stop this command. The next keybind will help you craft bandages by pressing just one button if you have cloth in your inventory. This can be insanely helpful, especially in a high-intensity fight. And this keybind will help you boost your FPS by clearing your memory. Make sure to use it at least once every 40 minutes. That way, your game won't stutter. The next keybind will help you remove this fire effect by changing hands. This will make it way easier to aim at your enemies. Just type this command into the console, and that's it. Another useful keybind will always keep your character in the center when you open the map, so you don't have to search for yourself. Here's the command itself. And finally, if you want to have some fun, you can change the language from English to Pirate English in the settings. This will change all the item names in the game, which will definitely make you laugh. If this video helped you and you learned something new, be sure to hit that like button below and share some of your tips in the comments. Maybe I'll take your tip for the next video. Also, if you want to support my channel, you can join the membership and become a real chat. So, if you have the opportunity, I'd appreciate your support. And if you want to learn even more about Rust, then if you are looking for a simple and cheap, yet strong and spacious bunker base in Rust, the Diamond V2 will definitely surprise you.